Welcome back to RevGarage. And we've got Mateo Elvira here today. We've got some new equipment. I have a fancy dancy mic here. I feel like Casey Kasem, about to do the top 40 with my voice for radio here. Mateo, how you feeling?
Feeling fantastic. Thanks for having me and for being a great host.
Coming in hot from North Hollywood, a place where I used to spend a lot of time, NoHo, the Arts District.
Yeah, good old SFE. Yeah,
Yep.
LA baby, represent.
Yep, we got the LA crew here today. I'm from Los Angeles, LA state of mind. This is a worldwide event though, make no mistake. RevenueGarage.com. I'm Justin Michael, and I host cold call competitions. I do other things too, but that's my main focus. I want to thank the sponsors, Slintel, Lead IQ, and Connect and Sell, Vidyard. I'm gonna get them all. Revenue Grid and salesborg.ai. Shameless plug, that's my community. Mateo is hailing from LA. Are you a millennial or Gen Z? I'm trying to define it. I'm not trying to limit you, put you in a box, but
I think the cutoff is 1997, born in 96. So I think that makes me like more millennial than Gen Z.
You're like a Millenn Z. You're on the cusp.
Yeah, I'm a
I think I'm still the last millennial, if I'm not wrong. I think because I was born in 1980. Very good year. So we're excited to showcase your techniques, and I point out the generations because this has been a multicultural, multi-generational, multi-city event, and we want to really showcase methods for cold calls, methods for sales. And it really it's kind of wild. If you go on the internet and try to find openers for cold calls methods, you can't really find them. It's kind of a hidden thing that it's like an oral tradition that's passed down through the like the Mandalorian or something. So let's kick it off. Hit the start button, and I want you to make sure you hit the beep. But I'd love to ask you, how long have you been cold calling, and what is your core technique and why?
So I've been cold calling since I started as an SDR back in 2017. And my technique is to, just go straight into value or go straight into a question that I hopefully will lead into my core value offering. So in this case, I help companies now with content strategy. So my focus for today will be to, of course, kind of establish who I am, where I'm calling from, and really go into like if these companies, these CMOs are leveraging TikTok or how they might be leveraging or repurposing content on social media these days. So I'm just going to try to go straight into like content and see what their reactions are with using like keywords like TikTok or things like that. So I guess we'll find out.
I love it. I think it's like, what are you doing on TikTok? What aren't you doing? This will be really interesting.
So should I hit go now? Or?
Yes, please hit go. Sorry.
All right, cool. We hit go. We're live now.
Good. Yeah, I can't say I've ever used TikTok. It's beyond my scope of technology quotient. I was lost at the disappearing message. Maybe you can explain to I don't know. I think I'm a Gen Y. I'm not even sure. What is a disappearing message? Like, why would you do that? I don't understand.
We're making some traction here. Did a practice call, connected with the CMO yesterday. He was pretty open to it. So hopefully other people will be. He's also from Canada too. So nice fella.
I love Canadians. I get along very well with Canadians. I could move there. Let's see. Okay, so you started in 2017. When you think about your script, I saw your template. What inspires that? Is it common sense? Is it coming out of any training you had? I mean, you've done a lot of calls.
I don't know. KD's really big into like leveraging questions. So I learned that from him. But I also feel like TikTok is like really hot right now. So that's probably the easiest way I can sort of get across, like, I don't know, how we help, or I don't know, I feel like that's something that's like really hot. So hopefully that will be enough to capture their attention.
I like it. Yeah, and you're talking about Katie is Kevin Dorsey, and you're in his Patreon, yeah?
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, when I started cold calling in 2007, you know, back when Al Gore started the internet, I didn't really have a script. I just kind of called. That's kind of where I came up with my own. It's funny. I kind of started backwards. I didn't even read any sales books. I was like the opposite of who I am today. I was just sort of on a phone winging it, and that didn't work well. But we had high connect rates back then. It was just a whole different environment.
Yeah, we're on a mad auto dialer right now. That 19 dials, still nothing.
Well, it can take a moment to connect. It's just the nature. What about overall? When you think of like methods that you've run into, do you follow a lot of people posting their cold call scripts? Do you know, how much of this is like natural, and how much of it is you're studying different methods and trying them?
Most of it is what I learned through your group as well, just being very visual and to the point, just continuing to ask questions. That's what I've learned on it. Hello? Hey, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have a few minutes to chat about marketing on TikTok by chance?
No, I'm sorry I don't, but to hop into a meeting right now. I'm running a little bit late actually for 10 o'clock.
No worries, sir. Is there perhaps like a good email or perhaps someone else that you might recommend speaking to at Future Vault regarding content?
Nope, not right now. It would be me. Can you send me an email?
Yeah, sure thing. Is it michael.bradley@futurevaultinc.com?
You got it.
Awesome. Hey, I appreciate your time, Michael. Thanks so much.
No worries. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Shoot, what do you think? Did I give up too early or what?
No, we'll critique in a minute. But make sure you hit disposition, hit like follow up or whatever. Just pick any of them and then hit start again, because I want to get you dialing.
Cool. Let's say busy, call back later, and then next call, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, on to the next one.
On to the next.
Pretty nice.
It was good. It's early in the morning. Your voice sounds calm, even to the edge of a little sleepy. So does mine, but that's actually good. I used to crush it at like 4 a.m. Like if I actually sounded.
Hey, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have a few minutes to chat about marketing on TikTok?
No, I don't. Thank you. Bye.
No worries, ma'am. Are you usually the best person to speak to about anything content related? Oh, man, call ended.
It's all good. I think she would have hung up no matter. You can be like, "Hi, I have $1 million. Oh. I have $1 million for you."
All right, on to the next one here.
And remember, Mateo, make sure you say
connector.
Make sure you say it's Mateo at Elvira Media calling on a recorded line. No pressure. Did I lose your audio, or are you in deep samurai mode?
No. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have a few minutes to chat about marketing on TikTok?
No, I don't. I'm not the marketing person for our company, just so you know.
So, sorry to hear that. Is there someone, I guess, you recommend speaking to over at Futurity?
Not right now. I'm in a meeting right now, so you're gonna have to try. I can't talk right now. I've got people sitting on. Just call me later, okay?
Oh, call ended. Shoot.
You're doing well. Make sure to hit start. Thank you for doing the disclosure there. Appreciate it. Going to the next one, you might want to try a variant like who's in charge of your content strategy. Because TikTok's cool, but they might not ever know TikToks. You might be able to know. It's just a switch up. So,
okay. Hey, let's give it a shot.
Mateo from Elvira Media, who's in charge of content strategy. I'm just the MC, but hey, I like that approach. I think you're just like way ahead.
Yeah, it's very general.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting. You showed deference, like sir and ma'am, the formality, a slight formality. That can work. It can work for you or against you. But I want to point that out because you're the first caller to use some formality that I've seen. It's okay. Respect is good. Respect goes a long way. It's currency. I think the first caller was interested, just busy. 7 on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Honestly, a pretty good connect rate though. Yesterday, it took a while to get some people on the line.
Yeah, we hacked into your database last night and put in new data. No, I'm just kidding.
Got it. So you think I should be asking more like, do you have an idea of who manages the content strategy? Just keep it more general.
I mean, I am the MC. I can recommend methods, but it's up to you as the contender to pick them. So I don't want to go into breach here. The codes, I don't want to coach the boxers. But I don't know. I mean, it's I would love it if they're just like, oh yeah, I'm all over TikTok. I was just on there as you were calling, just getting my TikTok strategy going.
Nice. Just got to get one person. Come on.
You'll do it. So
You tell me not in this one.
What's the best social media platform now? Is like Clubhouse is taking over? I have an Android phone, so I don't really experience the majesty or the pageantry.
I think it just comes down to what you're trying to do and who you're trying to reach.
Yeah.
It's very different. But I mean, in the B2B sense, I'd say probably like LinkedIn, TikTok, and if you have a large following, probably Clubhouse. But it all depends on your brand and what story you're trying to say. And if you're more B2B focused, then definitely LinkedIn. If you're fun like JM, you can dabble into TikTok.
Oh God. I think I am on TikTok. I've never been on the platform myself, but someone loosely affiliated with me is running my TikTok. The concept, we're all trying to be Gary Vee, right? Like that's the number one question I get. How do I become Gary Vee? I mean, he's an interesting character. He basically, he gets on stage and tells people to work hard. It's kind of funny. It's like one note, but I guess he posts 100 times a day. He has 40 people doing content. It's crazy. I just share it with you because you're doing a content. But I think volume won't win anymore. That's why I talked with Ryan O'Hara from Lead IQ, and he's like, you got to make a Super Bowl ad for one. It's all about quality. Like just make one super quality asset. And I think that's what's cool about your media company and how you're focusing on like, a high quality approach. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we did that video we did for you. It came out really great, but we can also do some fun, quirky stuff with you as well outside of those super polished videos.
Yeah, I need some polish in my life. Cool. So you're an entrepreneur now, so you're selling for yourself. So this is pretty cool. I'm really curious about like closing the deal and network.
Hello. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the content strategy?
Where?
For Connexium. Is this Judd by chance?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey Judd, sorry, I was just curious if you had a few moments to talk a little bit more about video content marketing. Are you usually the best person to speak to about that?
Listen, I'm a good person, but I don't think it's I don't have a need. So I don't think it'd be a good use of both of our time right now to chat about it.
No worries. I guess, is there someone else that you recommend speaking to that might handle anything like content marketing?
No, I see where you're going with this, and I see where you're going with it. And just to be really honest with you, it's like I have a need, but I don't have resources now, and I do have a plan to get it in place. So I just I'm not going to invest in any vendor to help me out and do it. So I'm probably just not a great lead for you.
No worries. Sorry, you
Okay.
said you had like a need. Were you just referring to just marketing or organic content marketing, or just kind of
Hey,
elaborate
look,
so I could... Sorry, go
Let me
ahead.
just put it this way. I'm not a good fit for you. So, I want to save us both some time on this, and I'm sure you get some, rundown questions to qualify me, and that's cool, but I'm just not going to be a good fit.
No worries, sir. Would it be okay if I sent you a Venn diagram on just some platforms that we've seen high value on repurposing content for? Would that be okay?
No, that's fine.
Awesome.
I'll check out
hey,
your website.
appreciate... Thank you
All right,
so
man.
much, man. It's Elvira.media. I really appreciate your time.
You got it. Take care.
Well
Nice.
played.
That one wasn't terrible.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was the most wild thing ever, because when someone says to you, I hope the call's done and he's not hearing me, but he basically goes, I'm a good person. Do you hear him say that? Really, it's hard to believe. Like, I don't know, lately when I talk to good people, they don't need to tell me that. But it was weird. He had been sold to too many times. So you did a good job just staying calm. And what I really liked is you went back, because he said he had a need. And you were like, boop, your seller ear perked up, and I could see the SDR training, because you didn't just fall off. You were like, uh-oh.
My SDR trigger.
Yeah, it's
My
like
SDR trigger is
the summary, That's good. You can tell that you've been trained as an SDR, because someone else might have gotten thrown off and started arguing, but you went right back to the pain identification, because no pain, no sales. So if someone says, you're like, oh yeah, it is a problem, and then they move on, you got to go right back to the pain. And so yeah, that was expertly handled for those watching. Mateo Elvira. I'm Justin Michael. I hold cold call competitions. There's only been a couple ever in the world, so I'm usually looking for a good competition to host. I want to thank RevGarage, and all the amazing sponsors: Slintel, LeadIQ, Connect and Sell, Vidyard, and Revenue Grid, and Salesforce. And yeah, we're calling up some marketing people to sell them some multimedia services. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm getting a rocky mode. We had Tito Ortiz announce you on Cameo, 5-time UFC champion. And then Randy Couture was like, I'd rather get punched in the face than cold call. So that's how trained UFC fighters feel about calling.
Oh. I want to see Tito Ortiz call.
Yeah, the next round of RevGarage, we're going to have UFC fighters calling, doing cold calls. So that'll be a little different.
All right.
You hit the button, I'm sure, right? We're rocking?
Yeah, we're rocking right now. Yep.
Thank you for sticking to the script on that. It was well done on the openers. And I thought it was really funny. You were like, who's in charge of your content? And he's like, where? Oh, just like in the city of LA. Like, I don't... But one thing I might say
not your
is
company.
Who's in charge of the content strategy at Acme? But it still worked. He was funny. What I actually find is
I mean, he was kind of mean, but
yeah,
he was like really nice for the most part.
Yeah, I actually think that is a buyer. I think the real buyers they're kind of tough, and they test you a little, and it's just like fishing, right? Like if the fish hits the line, I'm gonna start talking about fishing again. Apologies to the sponsors. I know we're talking boxing. We'll do a fishing event soon. But it is a concept in sales. If the fish hits the line and you pull it out of the water, it's a small fish. When a big fish hits the line, you've got to let the line out, right? If you pull the line immediately, you'll snap the bait right off or snap the line. So my theory is that the best prospects are tough, right? They're cagey, they test you, they give you misinformation, they try to, one book I read, it was, the buyer has a plan and it's the seller loses. You lose is the buyer's plan in the match. Good stuff, man. So yeah, how do you deal with rejection? Tell me your philosophy. Like, you always have a really good attitude and it's not easy.
I mean, not much we can do, but just learn from it and send a follow-up email, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Just because they say no on the phone, you could still hit them with a Venn.
So, can you talk to the audience about what a Venn diagram is? I never had any real formal schooling, unless you count, my childhood raised by a wolf pack. But what is a what is a Venn diagram, and why would you use it?
It's just instead of using words to explain a concept, just basically breaking it down to a graphic. And obviously, everyone knows Venn diagrams from when we were in elementary school. But how can we take this concept that we learned in grade school and basically break it down for anything else that we're trying to say? So using a visual medium to tell a story, and Venn diagrams are a really easy way to compare two things or show the contrast or the similarities between two ideas or anything that you want. So I've learned that a lot through you, is just breaking it down by using visuals. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you know who the best person to speak to is about content strategy at Affiliates?
No, I do not.
No worries, sir. Do you mind if I ask what your role is over at Affiliates? Do you manage anything related to LinkedIn or TikTok or any video marketing by chance? Oh, Colin. All right. Next call. Come on, 125 dials, 5 combos. What's the rate there?
You're doing good. You're connecting under 3 minutes, which is awesome, because we all know if we manually dial now, we do 100 dials and maybe get 5 all day, especially if you're doing Fortune 1000. And a lot of times, marketing people are hard to get on the phone. They're in endless Zoom calls. I might know a few. The world of marketing now is 15 Zooms a day.
Yeah. What are some of the other prospects? Are they just mostly sales leaders or VPs?
Well,
marketing?
Calling salespeople is not easy. It's they give you a hard time. I usually called marketing for 14 years. Some technical marketing, and then there's IT, which is tricky. But you're calling marketing, which I like.
Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you know who the best person to speak to about content marketing at Outcome by chance?
Oh, you know what? You've reached my cell phone, but I would recommend that you just email marketing@Outcome Health, and we can help you out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Jennifer, quick question for you. Are there any platforms in specific that you guys are leveraging from a video marketing perspective? Are you guys on TikTok or just any platforms that are ideal or that you're testing out at the moment?
No, we have chosen not to pursue TikTok. It's not part of our social strategy at the moment. And as far as other video platforms, we do have a YouTube page. Some of our content lives on Vimeo. We do have an in-house production team that does develop a lot of the content, the video content that lives across our point of care platform. And so that's really the priority when it comes to our content development is the content for our platform.
Got it. Okay. Do you also have a dedicated team that's responsible for repurposing content on other platforms as well, maybe outside of the production aspect?
Not really. Those assets will get resized for social, and then I'll share them across Instagram or other platforms. But it's not we have a dedicated team that's solely focused on repurposing and distributing.
Got it. And I guess outside of videos, are you testing with other mediums of content, maybe written and picture content as well?
Yeah, we do have a blog site, and so we do have some long form content there. And then we do, with all of our social content, we always include, static imagery, unless we don't have a video.
Got it. Okay. Well, would it be safe to at least just send a little bit more info about what we do here at Elvira Media? Again, I just pretty much just repurpose and just kind of help you maximize your content strategy, get those eyeballs as large as possible. Would that be okay?
Yeah. If marketing at Outcome is the preferred inbox for that.
Awesome. Well, I will definitely send over a nice Venn diagram for you, and I really appreciate your time, Jennifer.
Excellent. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Woohoo!
Well played, Mateo. Well played. So, my theory of
What
everything...
do I dispo this at?
I would just put like, I don't know. Does it have lit? Can I say that? I'm not allowed to. I know I'm like not a millennial. I'm not cool enough, but it was well played. I don't know if I count that as a meeting, maybe a follow-up. I think it counts for some kind of points. I'm not the judge. But I'll tell you why I love it, because
I'll just say interest, call back later.
Yeah, that's a good one. So my theory of everything is that everyone's not interested. Like the art of cold calling and sales is taking the disinterested and creating interest. If they're like, oh yeah, I was just sitting around looking for someone to call me about TikTok. It's never going to happen. You caught me. I just wanted to spend money to do TikTok strategy. That's never going to happen. So it's the art of taking we're good, and then probing and doing what you did and like developing interest. And it was awesome. You just like started peeling the onion and developing that call. And you created interest out of thin air. And that's the lesson. Like that's the art form, because just calling people and taking orders is right. Then you have to do a lot of calls. You got to call thousands of people to find someone who wants to spend on TikTok today. It's funny. It really sounds like rain, that rain simulator. It's convincing. Let's keep going though. How you feeling?
Yeah, is it raining right now for you? It's raining here in the valley.
Yeah, it's a little rain. It's raining dollars.
It's going good.
Yeah.
We need another one of those calls, man. That was a good one.
Yeah. What's going through your head when you're on the call? Are you thinking of, I need to listen? You're coming up with the next question? Like how are you navigating that in real time? Are you just thinking natural, just trying to have a conversation? What's going on in your head?
Just trying to hear them and what their tone is telling me, and that helps me determine what kind of question I ask next. But it's really on the fly thinking, to be honest with you.
Learning to improvise, is that something you were able to do in the beginning or just after years of SDR work?
Definitely takes practice, but I'm no pro like you by any means.
It's pretty funny. I was actually talking to my mom last night, and she was giving me a hard time about cold calls because I do a lot of stunts. They're like, you can't help me. And I'll just sit there, I'll be like, well, okay, let's create left field idea. Let's not even talk about what I'm selling. How can I just help you? Like anything, like you want me to refer you, you want me to help you hire somebody, fix a light bulb, I just say a lot of crazy stuff on the phone. I love your setup down there, man. You've got all sorts of equipment. It's pretty cool. You got like pro gear. How much do you think tone affects the phone? Like standing up straight, being positive, negative, like what's your theory of tone?
Well, in my last job, when I was in ed tech, my manager coined me the nickname the Principal Whisperer, because apparently my tone is very mellow and soft, and it, like you said, it sounds like I just woke up an hour ago. Apparently, I'm going for that late night FM, what is it called? FM DJ voice or whatever. But that was my nickname at Booknote. Shout out to Zach if you're listening.
The two nicknames I always got were the Machine and the Honey Badger, and then I had a CMO who called me the Hummingbird, and he was the best. He said, Justin, like I can't read all the email. Just can you once every Friday send me one email with a summary of all the emails? And I was like, well, should I email myself and then create a digest? Like what? And those who know me well will know that's true. Is if you ever have to communicate directly with me, you probably need a service like, Scribd or Blinkist just to read my interactions. Well, that's cool that you have a nickname. It means you're truly a killer cold caller. I'm going to use my late night DJ voice to thank the sponsors again. Go to revenuegarage.com, and I want to do it like Alanis Morissette style. Thank you, India. So thank you, Slintel. Thank you, Connect and Sell. Thank you.
Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the content strategy at InMoment by chance?
The which strategy?
The video content strategy by chance?
Multiple people on the team. We have a process, and we have a group that we use currently.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Quick question for you, Kelly. Do you have a dedicated internal team that's responsible for repurposing content on several platforms as well, or do you have an idea of how that looks like?
Yeah, I am the content strategist, and we have a strategy and a plan.
Nice. Do you mind if I ask what platforms you have been finding a lot of success on? Are you leveraging TikTok at all, or what are your thoughts on TikTok? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready for a meeting in a minute, so I don't have any time this morning. No on the TikTok. It's really not, from a business standpoint, not our area.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you for the call.
No worries. Would it be cool if I shot you a Venn diagram on? Damn, call ended.
I love that. When she said, "Oh, we already have this," that's where I'd been like, "Great, you validated." I would have been like, "How's it working out for you?" I would have like thrown it, done validation, and then try to tell her how great it is and why it's working. So to run a reverse. It's in Sandler, it's reverse or negative reverse, but basically the last thing on earth she's willing for you to do was to agree, and then have her tell you how great it is. So I'm here to MC. I thought that was great. Let's keep moving. Did you disposition?
Yeah, we're on to the next. We're dialing right now.
On to the next episode. Dr. Dre. If you're from LA, you get it. You can't not listen to Dr. Dre. I often am throwing that stuff on late night. I guess there's a new documentary now on Biggie Smalls, but there's a movie from Chris Rock called Top 5, and he just has the conversation like, what are your top 5 rappers? And it's really hard. I know that's a little off topic, but talking about lyrical flow and improvisation. Am I linking personalization to relevance right now? Is this what I'm doing? But what are your top 5 rappers, Mateo? Let's just do a little vignette.
Jeez, that's a tough one. Well, I'm a big fan of like 90s R&B and rap. Like, I love NWA. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the video content marketing at Edge by chance?
Video content marketing in what way?
The web?
Just like posting content on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, repurposing across YouTube. Is that something that's usually in your wheelhouse here, Nick?
Yeah, it currently goes through there. It'll probably change in the near future to somebody focused on digital content. But yeah, currently it's that. And we do in-house creation and also work with a company, Brafton, for future work.
Could you sort of spark me here as far as how you are repurposing that content on other platforms as well, or how that process looks like currently? Is that handled by those firms?
Repurposing for ad. I mean, most of our stuff is focused into LinkedIn because we're B2B today, and those groups that are there. And it's also repurposed and used as conversion assets that are moderated and tracked through an embed in HubSpot.
Mm-hmm.
Which the integrated back end is either Vidyard or Wistia. Well, the standard is now Vidyard, but you can use other tools, Wistia and others.
Got it. I know a lot of people have mixed reviews on this, but just curious, what are your thoughts on marketing on TikTok? Are you familiar with the platform?
Yeah, I am. I would say I'd say it's yet to really emerge for the B2B place for us, for the kind of folks that we're trying to reach. I'm most surprised by the rise of Instagram stories, but it looks like they finally found a spot. So I know that is got us some intrigue. But even while we have activity in Twitter and Facebook, they're just not really primaries for us. We're better spending every dollar in LinkedIn.
Have you checked out anything on Instagram Reels at all? Like basically the TikTok version of Instagram, sort of that like micro video platform. Have you guys dabbled into that yet?
Have not.
Got it. Would it be cool at least to send a little bit more information of how we can perhaps help you repurpose across multiple video platforms? Is nick.brigman@Edge Technologies a good email for you?
Yes, and if you don't like to type a lot, you can just use edgeti.com.
edgeti.com. You got it. Appreciate your time this morning, Nick.
We've moved to our shorter URL. Yay! Only took a year.
Congratulations. I really appreciate your time, though, Nick. Hope you have a great day.
Okay. Yep. See you. Bye.
It's a lot of fun. Good job, Mateo. Well played. 2 snaps. Somebody give some snaps. He mentioned our illustrious sponsor, Vidyard. The prospect, man, you can't even pay for that kind of promotion. He literally mentions our sponsors. So thank you, Vidyard, Connected Sales, Slinto. That's what I do. I read sponsor lists. I want to thank Revenue Grid and RevGarage and salesborg.ai, of which both contestants today are Borgs. That's so cool. Seller cyborg. So Mateo is 49% human, almost fully converted to Android. Make sure you give the recording disclosure, please. I'm watching you, big brother here in the sky. Great job. So what was your strategy on that call? I mean, he was oddly interested because he was interacting. He seemed like he wanted to go work with you. I was picking up buying signals. What did you think?
He liked Instagram stories, and it's funny because when I mentioned TikTok, he laughed. So maybe he's on TikTok but didn't want anyone to know he's on TikTok. I feel like that might be the case for some of these people. They might be embarrassed to admit that they're on this platform for kids, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's my Gen Z hat on.
I feel like the Tony Hawk of calling. I get carded and I love it. But I've got the mask too, so it's like, I love just to get carded. Well, cool. Like, here's a question from the audience. Why aren't you going for a hard ask? Like, you kind of are going soft CTA, call to action. You're kind of going, what are you thinking about TikTok? Or, you're not going, can we meet on Tuesday? You're not really aggressively going in. Is that because you're trying to create a funnel now and get the vends out and just try to like warm people up because you're building the agency? Or is this actually like some kind of Jedi tactic?
I mean, I just didn't know I should be asking for the close on this call. I don't know. I guess I should be, but I guess I could start with an email. What do you recommend? Should I be booking meetings here, or I guess that's the goal, right?
Well, the meetings have a higher point score. So if you're looking to win, remember, if you're not first, you're last. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. But no, I mean, it's you also are building your business. What's cool about this competition is I think one of the contestants has 3 meetings and one of them turned into a strong opportunity. So there is business coming out of this competition. That's your call, man. Like if you do a soft ask, some of that Gong research saying that's the new pink, you don't directly ask for time. You do an interest CTA, call to action, and that's supposed to be even more lethal because it's not salesy. It's like, hey, should we meet on Tuesday? It's, what are you doing for TikTok? What's your strategy? And then it becomes this, you're warming them up. But I mean, you're shooting for meetings, referrals, follow-ups. You're getting points on follow-ups too.
For sure. I'll ask for a meeting next one if I feel like, just nudge him in that direction there.
Yeah, you're getting great connect time, actually. You're averaging a connect every 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's good. Way better than yesterday.
Yeah, are you a Laker fan? I mean, you're in LA, so we got to get into the sports trivia, right?
I get a lot of hate for this, but I'm an LA fan. So just like to support LA teams. But if I say that to the wrong person, I will get a wedgie. So
Yeah, no politics, no religion, and no sports. That's the key.
Seriously.
This Rain CD is extremely convincing. There's a squall coming down in Santa Barbara. It never rains here, by the way. Just endless drought, but we're getting some rain. Okay, get ready for the beep. I may actually go close my door. Sit tight. Live TV, what can you do? So, what were you selling before, Mateo, before you kind of started your own business here?
I was in the ed tech space, so selling to school districts, K through 8, K through 12, before, literacy software, and basically like filtering and monitoring software with GoGuardian. So my mom's a teacher, so it kind of made sense. And I feel like ed tech's like a vertical that a lot of people might not be aware of, as opposed to like jumping to work for Gong. So I don't know. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the video content strategy at PDI?
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
God, is this Nadine? She hung up. No interest.
Keep dialing. Maybe it was a wrong number.
Got 15 minutes left.
It's interesting. My mom is also a school teacher, but a preschool teacher. What grade did she teach? And what's her?
Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the video marketing over at Genesis by chance?
I do, yes. It's on my team.
Oh, nice. Do you mind if I ask what platforms you guys have been finding a lot of success on? If you are on TikTok or mostly LinkedIn at the moment?
So we have an in-house video team, and we're a technology company, so we create videos from brand awareness to product to customer stories and so on. I mean, the videos are shared through all social media platforms, if that's what you're asking.
Got it. Yeah, I was more or less curious how the content is sort of being repurposed and distributed on other platforms as well, like perhaps YouTube or like TikTok. Do you have an in-house team that's responsible for repurposing as well?
Yeah, I mean, I do the paid media buys for brand, and then we have another team that does paid media buys, and we have some agencies that take them to market.
Got it. And I guess maybe outside of those verticals, are there any sort of types of content that you feel have been really successful for you, mostly videos or written or picture content as well?
What do you mean by picture content?
Just like picture graphics, or taking an idea that you might have done in a blog post and representing it through a picture graphic, like a Venn diagram or something like that. Have you sort of dabbled into just like repurposing existing content in different visual mediums per se?
So I don't run the content team. I don't manage content development. So if it was, an infographic or a blog that gets changed into something else, like that's a whole nother team. And that's all fed into the buyer's journey.
Got it. I guess, is there someone that you recommend on that team to speak to, or perhaps send an email?
I mean, I can't give you emails over the phone. If you just go on LinkedIn and look up, the content managers for Genesis, you'll easily find them on LinkedIn.
God, is there like a first name I should look out for, or maybe a first letter you might be willing to share?
So are you a salesperson, obviously, and you're trying to figure out how to, I mean, like, what do? You haven't told me anything about your company.
Yeah, so my name is Mateo. I'm calling with Elvira Media. I recently quit my sales job a couple of months ago to start my own content repurposing agency. So right now we're just working with several SaaS companies, individual consultants, small businesses, helping them get on social platforms like TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram Reels. Just wanted to reach out to see if there's any way that I could perhaps help you as well.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we're a big company, right? We're 6,000 global employees, so there's a social media team that handles all the content decisions for Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn. There's a content team that's developing content for the buyer's journey and ABM marketing. There's me and the brand team who do all the creative work and the paid media for brand and the video work. So it's pretty diverse. If you go on LinkedIn and do searches on job titles, you'll be able to find everyone because, they're all identified on there.
Sweet. Well, I'll definitely connect with you on LinkedIn and share with you any insights that I find, but I really appreciate your time and patience today, Jill.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Great job, Mateo. Well, that's exciting. So yeah, I know you got your head in the game, but we had a lot of people write in on that one. Super engaged audience here because you're using a routing step and you're getting people to open up and talk, and that's awesome because I believe interactivity, even if they're sitting there telling you all about why they're not interested, wait, they're spending minutes with you on a call. So that's an indication, right? They're not hanging up on you. And then it's just getting from like the spin, the situation, the problem, implication, and need. So you saw the polarity shift. She's like, wait, who are you? What are you selling? That's the polarity shift, and then she was interested in you, even though she was trying to tell you for like a full minute why she wasn't interested in you and didn't want to work with you. And then she suddenly was interested in you. So this stuff is, the human mind it's a maze, it's
polarity shift. I love that verbiage.
Please say no to me for 1 minute. So at like a minute 15, you can say yes. Like they've just been sold to their whole life. So it's well played. Was the dialer running?
Yeah, we're running right now. We're on 236.10 conversions. What's the math there?
The sponsor will kill me. It is not a dialer. It is a weapon of mass conversations. Thank you, Connected Cell. We want to thank Revenue Grid, Slintel, Lead IQ, Vidyard, mentioned on the call by a prospect. Serendipity, I gotta say. Yeah, and I'm Justin Michael. I host cold call competitions. I live in Santa Barbara. So if you know of a cold call competition, there's been 2 ever in the world. Would love to participate. Fun employed over here. And Mateo and I hang out in LA, which is cool. And if we can find the prince and princess, that'd be fun. Yeah, friends of mine were like on a walk and they were just like strolling in Santa Barbara, no bodyguards. And everyone was just, like walking by with like their cell phone, just like all low, like trying to get like stealth pics of the, just like everyone's trying to get a picture, but not show that they are. Yeah, I used to live in Carpinteria, and like it's like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are in Carpinteria, and they would like come to the coffee shop, and everyone's just like trying to pretend that like they're not there, keeping it chill. What about LA? Do you see a lot of celebrities down there, Mateo? You're meeting all the glitterati?
Not too many. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's more celebrities low-key living where you're at, but you just probably never see them.
No, I did. I pull stunts on celebrities. I met Rob Lowe, and I went right up to him. I was like, "Hey, Rob, how you been?" I shook his hand, and if he turned around, I was like, "Who was that?" Yeah, I'm sure he didn't appreciate it. Of course, Christopher Lloyd, black tie event, charity event. I'm like, 1.21 gigawatts, and he just looked at me like, "You're dead to me." Just, oh geez, no, not again. Can you imagine his life everywhere he goes? 1.21.
Honestly, it's a lot easier to knock out these calls when I have you in between them. I feel like every company needs to just, hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you have an idea of who manages the video content marketing at Covectra by chance?
And we're not in the market. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No worries. All right, on to the next.
On to the next episode.
Yeah.
They forgot
we
about
need to
Dre.
replicate you because it's easy.
I do a little bit of, hip hop and little gangster rap, and I do what I can. We never heard your top 5. I think you were saying NWA, and then number 2.
Big Currency, Logic guy. I'm trying to think. There's just so many. Notorious B.I.G., Tupac is classic. Very gangsta.
Yeah. My favorite is Busta Rhymes, so I felt, I was a little upset when he almost knocked me out. I was part of a camera crew. It's a long story. Let's get back to the calling though. Rejection. What do? You just got hard rejected. How did you feel? Do you care? And how do you get to that state of not caring? A lot of people struggle with this. That's why they don't want to cold call.
I think, well, he did it in the nicest way possible. So, and we just go on to the next one. So really, as quick as it happens. So it's like, 5 seconds of enduring that no. And that's it. You just brush it off and click next.
Do you still get nervous? Like, did you get up early, like put on some fight music, and like, how did you get psyched for this match? You were kind of doing some calisthenics earlier, jumping up and down, getting the blood flowing.
Well, I drank some green tea this morning. I went to bed early-ish. Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Do you know who manages the video content marketing over at Branded by chance?
No, but sorry, I gotta hop on another call. I'll call you back.
Sounds good. Appreciate your time, Miles. Well, talk about rejection, eh?
You gotta eat rejection for breakfast. I say cold calling is like eating glass. And people are like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means exactly what it means. It's not a metaphor. It breaks and it hurts. And you just you have to have a sense of humor. It's a good story about that. Like the Wayans brothers, right? I mean, I think there's 7, 8, or 9. They all became massively successful. They grew up in tough conditions in Chicago, and it's just their ability to make humor in the pain. But I really think that's how I lasted for 20 years cold calling. I find it humorous. It's all like an episode of Seinfeld for me. You know what I mean? You were
I
like,
love how you like joke.
Yeah, you asked her, you're like, well, who does your picture content? And she's like, what do you mean picture content? Like, I mean, you offended her with a very good question, I felt like. Did you notice that on that last call?
I just think of Venn diagrams did you like when I dropped a Venn diagram?
They're like, what? Why do we need and I call that the art of confusion. That's one of the keys. It's one of the things you can do psychologically is confuse a prospect.
Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Are you the best person to speak to about video content marketing by chance, Dwight?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Awesome. I just wanted to reach out. Was curious if you had like an in-house team or what the process looked like for repurposing video content on your social media platforms.
Yeah, we just handle all of that internally.
Nice. Happy to hear it. I guess, have you found any specific video or social platforms that have been working well for you? Are you mostly on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram?
I guess mostly we've been actually doing some streams on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, and we've also been doing some YouTube videos. Haven't done much on LinkedIn, but I'd like to start doing that. Is there a reason for the questions?
Yeah, just wanted to reach out. We're a digital agency that focuses in creating and repurposing content on TikTok, YouTube, and multiple other platforms. I know that you mentioned Twitch. That's really cool that you guys are on there. Have you considered repurposing any of that content on a fun platform like TikTok as well?
We have, yeah. Well, we've talked about it many times. Our particular audience, I don't think is there, but that may be just an assumption. Regardless, though, I don't think this is something that we would ever outsource to another company. We're basically an agency ourselves, and so it's not something we'd be reaching out to someone else for.
No worries. Do you mind if I ask how large the agency is, or I guess how large the content production team is?
About 30 of us total, maybe about 6 of us working on the content like that.
Got it. I'm assuming that consists of like editors, repurposers, post-creative strategists, or is there anyone else that you feel kind of falls in that team?
Yeah, pretty much all that. But once again, I don't think this is something we're going to be outsourcing. So I'm going to have to let you go.
No worries. Would it be cool to at least send you an email on some platforms that we see a lot of easy ways to repurpose content on, like Twitch and YouTube, for example?
No, thank you.
Well, I appreciate your time here, Dwight. Hope you have a great day.
Okay, thanks.
I really like your sincerity, Mateo. Like, yeah, but you're really calm and you never sound too salesy, and you just sort of sound curious, like you're really going to help them out. I mean, becomes this decision: are we going to outsource or insource? And there, it's like maybe you say, maybe you say, we're not really outsourced. We're just going to augment. We're just going to amplify. I don't know. You kind of try to convince them that this isn't a full additional agency hire. This is like, look, we're going to.
Yeah, it's an and.
It's an and, both and. It's the multiplier, which I would say. Like, don't switch your agency and don't stop doing what you're doing internally. Like, we can affordably come in here and just start throwing some kerosene on the fire. Let's double or triple your Twitch content. But I mean, I understand your business, so I can kind of riff. 3 minutes to the end, and grateful. Go to revenuegarage.com. It's not over. In the words of Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over. And cold calling is about simplicity. And we have Mateo Elvira here from Elvira Media. Thank you so much. And Revenue Garage sponsors Revenue Grid. We've got Slintel, Vidyard, Lead IQ, Connect and Sell. And of course, salesborg.ai. No one knows what the AI is. So far, it's only me. But we're doing a lot of cold calls today. Let's do 3 more minutes. Let's get one more connect if we can.
Sheesh. Not bad. 13 conversations in an hour. I don't think I was ever able to do that manually on SalesLoft.
And on that note, I want to thank all the teams and sponsors and technology running behind the scenes to pull off this David Copperfield magic trick. It certainly looks easy.
Come on, one more call, baby.
As Jeb Blunt says, always make one more call. That's the key. 4:45, 5:15, ready to give up? One more call. What is my motivation?
Emails are relatively nice.
Yeah, I mean, making calls is still the most leveraged activity. And even if you get voicemails, the voicemails help your emails get opened. Yeah. We're gonna get one more call.
Yes.
This is for you.
Come on.
So we covered your hip hop artists. We know your mom's a teacher. What subject does she teach? I didn't get that.
She's teaching kindergartners remotely right now.
Nice. Yeah.
It's an interesting world that we live in right now.
I was unruly in kindergarten. That was my tough year, and then it just straightened out. It was quite academic, but yeah, I was actually a tough little kindergartner. I actually think I got placed in a corner with a dunce cap. This was back in the 80s. I think that was like a thing. You'd sit in a corner with like a hat on. But then I became quite academic by first grade. So it was all sorted out.
Hi, this is Mateo from Elvira Media on a recorded line here. Derek, are you the best person to speak to about anything video content marketing related?
For what?
Just repurposing content on. Sorry, go ahead.
For what company?
You're with Aptera still, correct?
Nope.
Got it. Are you still, I guess, in a brand marketing role at the moment as well?
Nope.
Got it. Do you mind if I ask what? Sorry, go ahead.
I work for a roofing contractor now.
Oh, nice. Did you start your own business? You're no longer with Aptera anymore?
No, I work for a roofer.
Nice.
I don't have anything to do with brand marketing.
Got it. Is your role in marketing with the roofing company, though?
If I say yes, does that mean you're going to give me a sales pitch?
Well, I just wanted to see how you are promoting the roofing company during COVID digitally.
Yeah, digitally we're doing pretty well.
Nice. Have you guys considered playing around on any fun platforms like TikTok, or are you mostly on Instagram, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest.
Nice.
Yeah, we got it all under control.
Very cool. I'm a big TikTok guy. What's been successful for you guys so far? Any trends that you've noticed? It's just one of my favorite platforms
I don't have time. Personally, I have over 100,000 followers, so I'm doing all right.
Got it. So that's your personal account, man. Derek? Shoot.
I gotta say, that was the best call ever. I mean, well played, Mateo. I can't even point score that, but if I could, I'd be throwing extra points on. That concludes our live event today. Way to stick in there. You know, it's awesome. He came from marketing, he switched jobs, he went to roofing, and guess what? He was on TikTok because he's promoting now his local business. He's got 100 grand, he's qualified, and he's totally gets modern social media. And you know what? You figured that out. I would have abandoned so fast on that call. You didn't judge anything. You just kept running your script. Like, that was the best call, in my opinion. Grit, man. You hustled. You didn't get off the call. So you get points from me. I'm just the judge. Thank you, everyone. RevenueGarage.com. Do I have to mention all the sponsors again? That's what I do. I host cold call events. I do sponsorships. We got Vidyard, Connect and Sell, Lead IQ, Revenue Grid, Slintel, and Salesborg. We're going to be back here in 30 minutes. And sorry, I got a new mic, so I'm doing my radio DJ. The soft sounds of the Motown. So yeah, we're going to be back here. And we have Kevin Hop coming up next. I just want to thank everybody. That's it. Let's get ready to rumble.
Thank you so much.